Hello, my name is Barbara Burnett, and this is a role play for a counseling class, Counseling Skills and Techniques for Leterno University. This is just a role play. We're acting out treatment planning today. So today my client has arrived. Come right on in. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good to see you again, Miss Gina.
Thank you. Good to see you.
My. Wow, we have such a different look on us today.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. I don't see that hesitant like was there before.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So, I like there's something different about you. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on? Has some things changed or?
Well, some things have for the better. Some things I'm still kind of struggling with.
Okay.
But I did use your advice.
Yes.
Well, last time we talked about channeling my energy towards something positive.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
excuse me just a moment to make sure I turn this off.
Thank you.
Okay. Today we're here for treatment planning, and I would like to let's recap a few things from our last session and see where we need to go from there. Okay. Still no thoughts of harming yourself?
Correct.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. Glad to hear that. Okay, I think the last time that we met, you were struggling with a few issues. Your body language and appearance today is totally different. We discussed depression, that you might have been feeling a little bit of that, maybe sinking into that area. So, looks like things are changing with you, but let's see, can we do something to make it even more stronger?
Okay.
Let's build from here where you are and see, can we accomplish a few goals? Now, I know the last time we talked too, did you have any extra goals in mind? Have you been thinking about that in the process?
Just a few.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me a little.
Like when we had talked last, we had talked about, like putting my energy more in my paper working.
Yes, how is that?
It's going good. I forgot to bring you some samples.
Oh.
But I will next time.
Okay, wonderful.
And also, actually, I'm starting to do a little bit more when it comes to church.
Oh, very good.
I'm not pushing it.
Okay.
Just very slow.
Okay, very good. You don't mind if I take some notes here?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, great. All right, well, the paper was going good for you. We know that's talent, apparently, that you do have. Do you have photos of some of your work?
I do.
All right, that's okay. We'll get
sorry.
a chance to look at those, and we'll go over those by the end of the session.
Okay.
Also, talents and being creative. You also mentioned to me about spirituality. And you just mentioned about a little slow in going to the church.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything holding you back or?
No, I just want to take it slow. I just gotta, I don't want to just jump in it so fast.
Okay. But have you set a goal as far as your spirituality or?
No.
Okay, well let's talk about that a second.
Okay.
Building your spirituality and faith, it takes a lot of work, a lot of reading, working on your inner self, and those are things that you have to be comfortable with in order to receive what you're going to get from that. Have you ever been baptized before?
No.
Oh, okay. What do you think about baptism?
My family had talked to me about it. I hadn't done it yet, but maybe we could set that for a goal.
Okay. All right. Our goal then will be to go to get baptized. Okay. And how can we go about getting to being baptized? Baptism is a personal thing for each individual.
Mm-hmm.
So can you think of something that will help you focus and channel toward reaching the goal of getting baptized?
Well, I could set a goal of possibly starting to go to Wednesday night services. It's a little smaller.
Okay, okay. Why don't we set that as an objective for you then?
I can do that.
Okay, it's Wednesday night service, and that's the Bible study type.
Bible study with the
Perfect.
pastor. It's just a few members. It's not really a big congregation of people. So.
Okay, so you said you can do that on Wednesdays. When do they meet? What time? Do you know?
Last time I checked, I think it was like 6:30 in the evening.
Okay, great. All right, Bible study is good. What else could you do to help build your spirituality?
I love to sing. So they have a beautiful praise and worship team.
Okay.
And I think they meet on Thursdays. So I think it's like 6:30 or so.
Would you be willing to maybe go to one of the praise worship practices and see what you think?
I could set that for a goal to do. I mean,
Okay, when do you think you could do that?
I won't promise anything.
I understand. Well, all right, that's fine. Why don't we just kind of set a date? Let's get it at a tentative time.
Okay.
Say within the next 4 weeks.
That's cool. They'll give me a month.
That will give you a month. Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I can go to church on Wednesdays
Mm-hmm.
to kind of get a feel of it for about a month, and then maybe. Okay. I thank you, Miss Barbara, for helping me with that.
Okay, great. Okay, I was kind of thinking about, does your church have Sunday school?
They do on Sunday morning.
Okay. Have you ever attended a Sunday school service?
No.
Oh, okay. Would that be something you might want to take a look at later?
I could.
Okay. Well, for now, we know that 1 month from now, choir practice, you're going to look into that. And with the Sunday school, you're doing your Bible study Wednesday at 6:30. How about Sunday school? Let's give it a try. Would that be too much or too overwhelming to do Sunday school and a church service for you?
I might can try it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do it this way. Let's not commit to every single Sunday.
Okay.
Let's make the commitment to make the church service every Sunday, but a Sunday school every other Sunday.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That won't be too much. That sound okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Cool. Okay. All right. So that will give us our goal and objectives for our spiritual side. Okay, as far as building that. Also, another area problem that you were suffering was your medical. Yeah. You seem to be not as much pain, and I even see it on your face. It's not quite there. What have you been doing for that?
Actually, I've been doing physical therapy, twice a week.
Oh, I thought you might have been doing exercising. I know we talked about that, but
Right.
that was painful.
Right. So physical therapy kind of showed me how to do some things that's not as painful.
Okay.
So I don't have to depend on medication.
So when do you do that?
Twice a week.
Okay. Twice a
Yeah.
week. And what days do you go to that?
Mondays and Fridays.
Okay. You're committed to those days?
Yes.
Okay. You do attend those?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I kind of stopped going.
Why is that?
Well, I just felt like, some days I'm not hurting, so I don't go.
Was that in the direction of your physician?
No, not quite.
Okay. So actually, we need to make sure we stay on top of going through our physical therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Being persistent with that is going to help you. You got to build that up inside. We don't want to go against any medical advice, so we want to do exactly what our physician says. Is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. So we're going to commit to doing that physical therapy. What days is it again, you said?
Mondays and Fridays.
Monday and Fridays. Okay, well, by what time do you go to that?
Early in the morning.
Okay, is there a specific time that you normally go?
About 8 o'clock.
8 a.m. Okay, wonderful. And about how long do you stay in therapy?
About 45 minutes to an hour.
Very good.
Because they do like a shock treatment. So.
Okay, great. All right, so we talked about your medical, and your spirituality. Also, you mentioned to me some about your family.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
So far, so good. They still get on my nerves, of course.
Absolutely.
Especially when I try to have my woosah time.
Yes. And you said you have teenage children, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yes.
So, are you spending time with your family more, or how's that going?
Well, we try until I get into like a, and I kind of separate from them. So I need to, I know I might need to start spending more time with my family. I just don't quite know how
Okay.
to do it.
Well, do you do outside activities, or are you just hanging home, or?
I mean, we hang at home. There's bowling and, movies and stuff like
Okay.
that out there for us to do.
So you would be interested in doing that?
Yeah, I could.
Okay. Well, let's put that on as a goal. How about more family activities? And how often would you think that would be something that you could really put yourself into wholeheartedly?
Well, I mean, because, like, if you think about it, we got Wednesday night service.
Right.
Sunday church. Monday, Friday is therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It's Saturday.
We got Saturday open. Exactly. So, there's 4 Saturdays in the month. How many of those Saturdays would you like to start out committing to making an entire family Saturday day and a Saturday night?
Only 2.
Twice a month. Okay. All right, so we're going to commit to 2 times per month.
Can we alternate those? Or should we have them back to back?
Alternate, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to get too much happiness in their entertainment for the family members. Great. All right, so 2 times a month. So there's 4 particular Saturdays. Would you commit maybe to what, the first, second, third, or fourth Saturday? Which one?
That would be cool. Like maybe the 2nd and 4th.
Fourth? Okay. All right. 2nd and 4th Saturdays will be family night.
It sounds fun.
And tell me how, just saying family night, but how could you make that more affirmative and concrete? Say, for instance, you come up with a game plan for the family. Okay, family, the 2nd Saturday night, we're going bowling, and make those plans. Would that be something that would be okay for you to do as far as giving that type of structure to your family?
I like text messaging, so, I could do like a group text with my family and see how that works.
Okay.
Just
Sounds
to
good.
try something,
That sounds good. All right, so we'll do that. And that'll give you at least some time with your family. Now, also, what about husband?
Gotta love him.
Absolutely. How much personal time do you spend with your husband as far as like maybe having a date night, or?
We don't.
You don't. Okay. We need to set that as an objective for you. I know we've already talked about all our nights being taken up here. But is there a specific day, night, or time that you could just set aside for your husband?
Well, he works, but he's off on Fridays and Saturdays. So, I mean, like, if I don't sing in the praise team right now, we could date on Thursday nights until, maybe I want to gradually do something different and remove it, but...
Okay, well, that's going to put a roadblock in for you going to the choir practicing, but
yeah.
you say he's off also on Friday night. What about that Friday? You have therapy Friday morning, that's early.
Right.
And then the rest of the day and that evening could be spent and committed with the husband. How's that?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, would you be willing to make that commitment at least once a week, every Friday?
I think I could. It might help some.
Good. Okay. So every Friday, you're going to have a date night with your husband. Sounds great. Good. Okay, the last part of our objective, goal that you needed to accomplish that we talked about, you hadn't finished college.
Right.
Okay, is that still a desire?
It is. It is. So I'm actually working into that. So I'm hoping to hear something back soon about that.
Oh, great. So you've already started that process.
Yes.
Okay. So then we'll also put on here education. We want to further our education. And basically, since you've already looked into that, I guess it's just a follow-up for you right now to...
For right now, hopefully I'll have more news for you when we have our next visit.
Okay, good, good. Okay, so I see here we have basically completed a treatment plan for you here.
Cool.
We've got 4 problem areas we're going to take a look at. Your spirituality, medical, our family, and also your education. So, what I like to do this time, I'm going to take a few minutes and type this treatment plan up, and that way you'll get a copy, and I'll have a copy as well, and then you'll know what you're going to be working on, and then we will go over it in our next session. Okay, will that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Well, Gina, I want to thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
I think we've had a great session.
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Thank
All right. Have a good day.
You too.